Welcome to the birthplace of college football. The State University of New Jersey, the campus of Rutgers in Piscataway, and we are ready for what ought to be a tremendous game today. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Scarlet Knights offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be
wide open spaces. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll give it to the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Quick release on the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Give to the back. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
The Scarlet Knights with the 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Scarlet Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give on the inside. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
On the ground, it's Campbell. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped, a gain of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got a man. It's strong. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And these little slots are so fast, and they can stretch the whole field. They make you just sit back on your heels. They make you nervous, really. But then they break those in-breaking routes where it shows his number to the quarterback really quickly and make the play. These slot receivers, they're just so dynamic.
Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Wants to go up top on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Benjamin. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Motion from the wide receiver. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. He's got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rutgers.
How impressive has this offense been just hogging the ball? They've just been eating away at the clock. They've been matriculating the football down the field. And here they are scoring a touchdown on their opening possession. The opposing quarterback's like, bro, when am I going to get the ball? When do I get a chance to take the field? That was crazy.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot.
There he goes! Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Guys, it is Rutgers on top here at the end of the quarter. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Nice move there. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the first down.
And when you're a defense and you get 3rd and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect 3rd down and long execution by this defense.
They bring the punter onto the field now. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Wants to bring it back. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Weber. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Wants to go up top. A strike downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
The Scarlet Knights are rolling down the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
All right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
And the Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Holds and fires complete to the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Second down, he'll throw it. He's got it on the run. He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Scarlet Knights trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Throwing right. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Now on first down from the 28. To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now third down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Here's a heat. Had to get rid of it quickly. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw. It falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Punt is on its way. And the returner will be dragged down. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got it in the middle. It's Campbell. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And the Scarlet Knights are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Grabbed over the middle. It's Weber. They'll immediately call timeout. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Scarlet Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. That's caught. It's strong. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Wants to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Campbell. And he make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Piscataway. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the birthplace of college football.
And the Scarlet Knights will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Under fire! And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
And after the loss on that last one, an all-important second down play from the 12. On the run, it's Tyson. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it down the left side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Looking downfield on first down. He's got it and still on his feet. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy.
And it's a touchdown, puts 6 on the board. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the ground with the back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Motion from the wideout. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Leaves it with the back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Trying play action. Blasted as he lets it go. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. And this one splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Fielded in the end zone. It's Sheffield. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Use the play fake. Now to throw. With the catch, it's Weber. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Sheffield. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Scarlet Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Handoff from the gun. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
We've come to the break, and Rutgers is holding the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Got room to work. It's a running room. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. And the Scarlet Knights are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll try the middle.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Duff. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do once he has it.
They'll try to run for it. The Scarlet Knights get it past the sticks.
Well, this guy hasn't quite put up Heisman numbers in this game, but in a moment where they need him the most, in the fourth quarter, look how strong he is running. Breaking tackles, he's been smart, he still has the ability to cut. He looks like he could play another 4 quarters.
And the Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
And this option attack can lull you to sleep sometimes. I mean, just so many things they can do off of it, and you just got to play responsibility, and you got to get them on the ground and make tackles. And that was a good job limiting the damage on that play with a nice tackle.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the 1st without scoring. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? And by going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. Oh, they're after him. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Dead center perfect. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. On the run, it's Tyson. Got the first down and more. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. First down here for the offense. Looking to throw on first down. Complete downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
Makes a connection. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
Yeah, and you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Lets it fly. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
Pressure coming. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up 4th down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it, they might win this game.
Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the 4th, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab, he's got a first down. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Not really a huge decision there. You don't want to give up the football at this juncture of the game, and they're able to keep the drive going.
You know, the head coach here obviously feels like punts and field goals are not going to get him back in it, so put this one on your quarterback. Trust in him to go out and execute and give your team a chance to win.
And it's a touchdown.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. Going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. They put together an 81-yard drive, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Off play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Turning it on. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Throws to the tight end. It's caught. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Now the play fake. Fires to the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Nerves of steel right down the boulevard on the game-winning chip shot.